hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. The fish is still up. What are you doing, fish? There we go. Oh my god, now the clock is still up. Disaster strikes. What's up, everyone? Jay Zoller, Rolsey, MTG Lover 1235, Unseen Spectre says editing has been top notch in the latest YouTube content. Keep it up. Against his odds this weekend, me and Stitches at work today. Sweet. The Lawn, how goes it? Autumn Shank. Savanto. What's going on tonight, everyone? The Savior Knights. Good to see everyone. This deck is very brown. I'm actually excited to try out this deck. Hey, War Potato, an Insane Violent Mage. Epith Bizon. First stream, well, welcome, 8kin420. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Michael Jacobs has been streaming it. It sounds pretty sweet. We have a new subscriber. I'm a Boku. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Well, thank you, MTG Lover. Oh, well, welcome you as well, the Savior Knights. Yes, we're playing some combo. I'm actually excited for this. If you're familiar with eggs, this is not the same old boring version of eggs. I don't think it's going to take us as long to win as old versions of eggs. We're not just like endlessly looping Faith Rewards and going through 20-turn combo turns. Our idea is we're going to win much quicker than that. Instead, we're like playing some artifacts, sacking them to Ironworks, getting a Battle Sphere, which can trigger Sanctum of Ugin, to get an Emrakul and just close out the game. So hopefully this will be a little better for watching than some of the older builds of eggs, which are just, they're not that entertaining to watch. They're interesting and they're fairly fun to play. Not fun to play against, but they're super boring to watch. Could you play Ether Hub over Tendo Ice Bridge? Yeah, I mean, I guess you could. It's basically the same card in the deck, I think. I'm not sure if there's a real difference. Yes, we were just starting Catharsis as swag. Yeah, so I don't think this is going to be the timeout plan, hopefully. Eggs and Lantern are boring. Yeah, hopefully this is not the boring version of eggs. That's what I'm hoping. I haven't actually played this deck at all. On paper, it looks a lot less boring than some of the other builds of eggs. So, of course, before we get to the games, what does everyone think about the new spoilers? We're getting more and more Amonkhet cards. Some interesting stuff. I'm not sure about this set. It is different. It is very different than I guess I was expecting. There's a lot of stuff that seems, I don't know, like uniquely powerful. It could be good, but there's not a ton of stuff that is just like, wow, that card is so busted. I mean, other than Gideon. Gideon, when I first saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's going to make Standard really unfun. So hopefully I'm wrong and it's not as good as it kind of looks. But I guess we will see. Yeah, the 3-mana Gideon seems really strong. Yeah, there's been a lot of red cards today. I mean, and we've got some good utility cards. I am happy about that. Like, Magma Spray is actually a pretty big deal against Scrap Trawler. The Graveyard Removal we got yesterday. And then there's a lot of stuff that is just like, I don't know. I think part of it is we're getting all of these split cards. And the split cards feel like commons. Like, I know they're more powerful than that. But if you read either half of a split card individually, almost every single one seems like a common. So I'm still trying to come to grips with the fact that a common effect and a common effect that you can cast out of your graveyard adds up to a rare effect. So I don't know. Hopefully they play a lot more powerfully than they look, but that's what I've been wondering about. As Foretold has some interesting possibilities. Throne also has some interesting possibilities. There's a lot of cards that seem like they could be powerful in the right build, but there's not too much, and I think that's a good thing. There's not too many cards that you're just like, wow, that is so push, it's going to be in every deck. Like when you see, I don't know, the Heart of Kirin, for example, or something like that. And maybe part of it's because we're moving away from so many colorless cards, and people actually have to play colored cards, so that could be part of it as well. But I don't know, I'm excited for it still, and they're rolling out those spoilers a lot slower, so I think we still have a lot of good stuff to come. What have we seen? There's like 15 mythics in this set. We've seen 2 gods, 2 planeswalkers, a blue mythic, and a red mythic, so we haven't even gotten half of the mythics yet. We got 6 out of 15, and we haven't got that many rares either, so I don't know. I'm excited for it. Anyway, let's do some reminders, talk about this deck, get in our league, then we can talk about whatever as we're actually playing. So, of course, first off, YouTube channel. That's where you can find all the content. Budget Magic, Against the Odds, Commander Clash will be back this week. Season 3 starting. What's up, Admiral Average? Do you think, what do I think the new Swift Spear? Will it replace Swift Spear or stay as a maybe and burn? I don't think it will replace Swift Spear because of the haste factor, but I think it's actually a pretty good card. So I think it could see play, maybe sideboard play in Modern, but I think it's actually a fairly strong card. We had Against the Odds Bitter Ordeal yesterday, or come out last night, which was pretty fun. Also, the Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old streams. I can't tell you who's taking over for Richard yet. It's a surprise, so make sure to turn in Friday for the new episode. And, what's up, Desi J? Yeah, welcome back to the live stream. And then we also have a Discord channel now, so if you're looking for a place to hang out and talk Magic with other MTG Goldfish people, maybe find a game, there's a room there to find like a budget Magic game, talk different formats and spoilers, make sure to check that out as well. And last but not least, the merch page, if you're looking for another way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Make sure to check that out. We got tons of t-shirts and playmats and all that kind of stuff. So, Dismembers or Fatal Push in Mono Black deck with no fetches. Dismember, I think. If you don't have fetches, I think you probably want to go with Dismember. My Twitch just twitched out thanks to Limaru. Just trying to get the Australian time zone sorted out. Discord is basically just like a chat room that's going all the time, more or less. So you can hang out and talk and meet other Magic players and Goldfish people. There's also like voice chat and other stuff you can do with it, but that's the basics of it. Can we play Fate Foretold plus Opalescence plus Winding Constrictor Against the Odds? Some way of getting the Fate Foretold to turn into a creature and then every turn get an extra time counter. That would be pretty sweet. It might be easier just to like proliferate or something. Yes, if you're looking for the Discord, we actually have a command now. ! Discord will take you to it. Anyway, so this deck, let's go over this really quick. So the main plan of Scrap Trawler Clan Ironworks is to play a bunch of artifacts, and then we sack the artifacts, and Scrap Trawler helps us get them back from the graveyard, so we can sack to our Ironworks, like a Prophetic Prism, which gets back a Chromatic Sphere, which we can then play and then sack to get back a Mox Opal that we sacked, so on and so forth. This makes us a bunch of mana. Then that's going to get us to Mirror Battlesphere, which either just wins us the game because it's huge and really strong, or we can use our Sanctum of Ugin to find an Emrakul, and that'll finish out the game. So all of our stuff is either producing mana, artifacts that produce mana like Chalice and Mox Opal, or it's drawing us cards, like Chromatic Spheres and Prophetic Prisms and Ichor Wellsprings, or it's like cycling through our deck to help find our Scrap Trawlers, our Clan Ironworks. We do have one face reward, so we can kind of combo with that, where we just play a whole bunch of artifacts, sack all of them, get them all back with face reward, do it again, and make a lot of mana that way. No hangerbacks in this deck. No hangerbacks, just Battle Balls, Emrakuls. This is a deck that I think recently 5-0'd a league. I know there's a few different builds as people are trying to figure out exactly the way to build this. In the sideboard, Nature's Claim, Sealed Primordium, so these are to deal with Stony Silence primarily, but any artifacts and enchantments, extractions for graveyards. Battle at the Bridge gives the deck a really weird removal spell that actually gains a bunch of life because we have so many artifacts to sack, or to tap rather. Black Pyroclasms, I guess. And then Ley Lines of Sanctity to protect from discard. So that's pretty much what we got going on today. Do you think no changes is going to be the outcome of the banned and restricted announcement? I actually have no clue what's going to happen at the banned and restricted announcement. I have no idea. The two last banned and restricted announcements are so contradictory that it's really hard to know what's going to happen this time around. So I really feel like I don't have a good sense of what's going to happen. I think we could see like multiple bannings to shake up the format and make sure new cards see play. We could also see basically nothing happen. So I just don't know. I don't know what to expect. If I had to make a prediction, I would say that Wizards ban something. Probably like maybe like Heart of Kirin. Maybe they ban Old Gideon since it was supposed to rotate anyway. I don't think they're definitely not going to ban the new Gideon already. There's essentially no chance that they ban the new Gideon. They might ban, I guess there could be some chance that they ban the old Gideon, but Gideon Ally of Zendikar. But I don't know if that's a tough sell. New Gideon is garbage. I think New Gideon is actually very strong. Next ban and restricted update comes right after Amonkhet spoilers, but before this, or after the pre-release for Amonkhet, so it should be about 2 weeks, 2 Mondays from now, something like that. Really? It's a 4/4 indestructible beater for 3 mana. I think the new Gideon, I mean, is it going to take the slot of the old Gideon? Probably not right now, but I think it's a really strong card. Do I read the Magic stories? A little bit, not really. He dies so easily. Yeah, I guess that's true, but it's 3 mana. 3 mana is so cheap. Let's just Ancient Stirrings. We got Ironworks here, got a couple of Ancient Stirrings to find our other artifacts. So Seth, what the heck is this deck trying to do? Well, we're trying to cast an Emrakul, is our main goal. I think we just take Scrap Trawler here. That's like our main combo piece. So we're pretty much trying to play a bunch of artifacts and then play a Scrap Trawler so we can keep playing more and more artifacts. Inquisition's not great. It can't hit Ironworks, but it can take Scrap Trawler. And then the end result of that being we make a ton of mana, and then that ends with us casting Mirror Battlespheres and then eventually Emrakuls and winning. Alright, Darksteel Citadel, go. Oh, we need some card draw artifacts, though. This hand is starting off very slowly. What do I think about the new Gideon and Commander? Trying some fun stuff in that or against the odds. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so let's just Ichor Wellspring. Draw a card. We're getting close. Next turn we can get down Ironworks, then we have Scrap Trawler, and that's when we really get to start doing stuff. I think Gideon is like gonna be a very good card in Standard. I mean, we could play in Commander Clasher against the odds, but I think it's like a legit Standard card. Raise the alarm for our opponent. Well, there's our Battle Ball. We might be able to just do that next turn, as strange as that sounds. Let's play Sanctum of Ugin, pass the turn. So we play Ironworks, sack. I guess we can't. We're close to being able to Battle Ball next turn. We'll have 6 mana after we play Ironworks. Godless Shrine, untapped. What's our opponent have, like, Lingering Souls? The Gideon protects himself. I mean, it doesn't protect himself extremely well, but it does protect himself. I don't know, like, you can't expect too much for just 3 mana. And a 4/4, the body is so good. That's the part that excites me about it. Well, play Inventor's Fair. Play Ironworks. Pass the turn. Hopefully we don't get hit by discard, and then we should be able to maybe win next turn, or at least get pretty close to winning next turn. Have we already filmed the next Commander Clash, or do I still need to choose a deck? The next Commander Clash is filmed. It is currently being edited by Tomer, and then going up on Friday, I believe. Am I excited about As Foretold? Yeah, As Foretold looks awesome. There's so many fun things we can do with it. So, you took our scrap trawler. Opponent. Was that really necessary? Okay. That does slow us down quite a bit. We do gain a life. Terrarion. Well, I mean, I guess we can just start comboing and see what happens. I guess we can Trawler here, right? The problem is we got to sack our artifacts to Trawler. Because of Inventor's Fair, we can't. All right, so play Forest. Let's see. Sack Inventor's Fair. Maybe we just wait one more turn. Yeah, let's just pass. Can our opponent kill us? They shouldn't be able to. If we wait one more turn, then we're almost guaranteed to win. How often do Planeswalkers not have minus options? I don't know if it's ever happened before, actually, Admiral Average. Because I want to use the 4 mana to search up a Trawler with Inventor's Fair without sacking anything. Because then we just Trawler, and then we get to sack and get everything back, and we're pretty much guaranteed to Emrakul next turn. And I don't think our opponent can kill us. So I'm just gonna pass and try it. I think this works. Welcome, Nip Dip. Yeah, I guess maybe some of the Flipwalkers. I guess that's true. We need the 4 mana though, so we can't just play it. I don't even think we're dead to an Anthem. I guess if our opponent has double Anthem. But if our opponent gets us with double Anthem, then good for them. Can't really play around double Anthem. So opponent gets in for 5. Like double Zealous Persecution is what they need. Alright. What do they got? Lingering Souls. Flash it back. Alright, shields down. Now we got the win. So we just crack Inventor's Fair to get our Scrap Trawler. And now we get to see what this deck does. So we play a Scrap Trawler. Step 1. Play Inventor's Fair. Play Terrarion. Then we can sack Darksteel Citadel to add mana. Sack Terrarion to add mana, which draws us a card, gets us back Darksteel Citadel. Then we can sack Ichor Wellspring, which gets us back Terrarion. Ooh, another Ironworks. Then we can play a Terrarion, play an Ichor Wellspring, draw a card, play Terrarion, play Prophetic Prism, play Chromatic Sphere, then we sack Terrarion, draw a card, sack Wellspring, get back our Terrarion. Oh, this deck is super sweet. Sack Chromatic Star, draw a card, sack our Prophetic Prism, get back Chromatic Star. We're up to 8 mana. Sack Terrarion, Everflowing Chalice. So play Ever-Flowing Chalice for 0. Play Chromatic Star. Play Chromatic Star. We're pretty close to just finishing this. Play Terrarion. Play Chromatic Sphere. Play... Well, I guess we just sack stuff. Sack Ever-Flowing Chalice. Get back Chromatic Star. And now we got the combo where we generate so much mana from this Ever-Flowing Chalice. Because we just keep getting it back and casting it for 0 mana. And then every time we sack a 1 mana card, we get it back. So I think this just gets us to Emrakul like pretty much instantly. I guess there is some way where we fizzle, but it seems really unlikely. So replay Chalice. I don't think we have enough mana to cast Emrakul yet. Sack this. Sack our Chromatic Star. Play Chromatic Sphere. Play Ever-Flowing Chalice. I guess we might as well play Battle Ball. Battle Sphere, sack our land, get our Emrakul. 10 mana, yeah, we got it. Then we... Do we have to keep going? We might have to. Let's add green mana. Alright, opponent scoops it up. Whoo! That's what we're trying to do. Any thoughts on the new Swift Spear? So I think the new Swift Spear is pretty sweet. I don't think it's going to replace old Swift Spear, but I think it's a pretty reasonable and a pretty good card. Sorry, I missed the chat there for a minute. I was enthralled in our combo. Drawing so many cards. Yeah, so I think the new Swift Spear is worse than the old Swift Spear, but still a pretty good card. That's my initial take on it, at least. Mercurial Geist puts Fling plus the new double damage card. Ooh, that seems like a good against the odds option. There's so many things we can do with Fling. I haven't seen the new Trailer Park Boys yet. It's on my to-do list. I just haven't gotten the time to actually watch it yet, but I definitely plan on doing that soon. Battle Ball, new Thorn cards, Unwinding Clock. Oh, the Throne card. Yeah, maybe? I guess? How do you tap this stuff, though? Because doesn't Throne want everything tapped? And Winding Clock untaps it? Yes. Stony Silence is definitely a concern here. Actually, we have a lot of sideboard cards that could be good. Pyroclasm, stuff that deals with Stony Silence, even Leyline, although I don't think we can afford to bring in everything. Not really sure what we cut. I still haven't got a chance to watch the new Rick and Morty. That's also on my to-watch list. What do we cut to bring in our sideboard cards? I guess Glintness? Go down Glintness. Bring in some Stony Silence removal. Maybe we just go the 3 Nature's Claims. Kodak Shredder. Alright, we can go down Kodak Shredder, I think. And 1 Pyroclasm. Maybe just try it like that. Yeah, I think Face Reward is fine. We are listening to the Freak Fandango Orchestra at the moment. Yeah, the Mox Opals are actually cheaper as masterpieces for some reason. I really want to see you do an against the odds of Dragon Throne of Tarkir. That will be a challenging one. Does Damping Matrix hurt this deck at all? I gotta actually read what that says. I've never seen anyone play that. Activate abilities on artifacts and creatures can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Not really, because almost all of our abilities are mana abilities. Mono green in Amonkhet Standard, I think the pieces will be there to play like a mono green stompy deck. So it shuts down like Kodak Shredder or something, but it doesn't actually shut down much of what we're trying to do. Okay. This is fine-ish. So, Academy Ruins, and Chromatic Star, and I guess we might as well play a Mox Opal. Our nice Masterpiece Mox Opal. Ah, yes. I know some people really miss rough drafts. Just haven't found a way to make the scheduling work. Ugh. Well, play Chromatic Star. Play Chromatic Star. Pass the turn. Oh man, if we get a land, we might be able to go off next turn. Assuming we don't get hit by discard or something, or Stony Silence. We might have a turn 3 combo hand. I mean, we'd kind of be going blind and just hoping that we draw into our finishers, but oh, okay. Never mind. Just kidding. That's a Thoughtseize. Takes our Ironworks. Are we going to do another MM3 draft before it goes away? Maybe? If we do, we'll probably have to do it next week sometime. But I wouldn't be opposed to it. Well, let's Ichor Wellspring. Draw Inventor's Fair. Play Inventor's Fair. Play Chromatic Sphere. Pass the turn. Hope that next turn we get down Scrap Trawler. And then we can do some neat things with Mox Opal. This deck seems pretty sweet. This is my first time playing it, but it seems pretty sweet. Alright, Lingering Souls, that's fine. Alright, I think we get to do a weird little mini combo. Opponent gets in. We gain a life. Another Mox Opal. So tap this for mana. Play a Mox Opal. Tap this for mana. Play a Mox Opal. Tap this for mana. Play Scrap Trawler. Then we sack Chromatic Star. I guess we had green? Draw a card, get back a Mox Opal. Oh man, this deck is sweet. We need to find an Ironworks though. Play our Mox Opal. Sack Chromatic Star for greed. Scrap Trawler, back a Mox Opal. Mox Opal's so insane. It's, oh wow. Okay. Well, if we can get to that, that wins us the game too. Play, so tap a Mox Opal. Play a Mox Opal. Sack our Chromatic Star. Get back a Mox Opal. Man, if we just had a Grape Shot. Darksteel Citadel. We played a, oh, we didn't play a land. Alright, that's good. So tap Mox Opal. Play Mox Opal. Keep Mox Opal. Sack Chromatic Sphere. Get back Mox Opal. We still don't have an Ironworks though. So play Chromatic Star. Play it off our Darksteel Citadel. Play tap Mox Opal. Play Mox Opal. Sack Chromatic Star. Get back our Mox Opal. We have a new subscriber, Strong Badinator. Let's have a party 4 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Does does this mean we just got a face reward? I guess. So tap our Mox, actually tap our Mox Opal. Cast, can we Prophetic Prism first? I guess? It doesn't really matter. Cast our Mox Opal. Face reward. Oh, we only get to keep one box. But we get to keep doing this. Sack our Chromatic Sphere. Get back a Mox. We just need to find an Ironworks and we win. Sanctum of Ugin, not what we were looking for. So Mox Opal, play Mox Opal, keep Mox Opal, tap Mox Opal, sack Chromatic Sphere. Maybe this is just as boring as the old style of Eggs deck. I was hoping it would be less boring, but this feels very Eggs-esque. Dark Seal Citadel, not what we were looking for. That's okay though, because we get to crack a Chromatic Sphere. I bet you saw that coming. Get back a Mox Opal. We get a Prophetic Prism. Play a Mox Opal. Keep the new Mox Opal. We have a new subscriber. 11 Bartuk. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Battlesphere is our finisher, and it's also a way we can search out an Emrakul to actually for sure finish the game. Get back Mox Opal. Man, we are drawing a lot of lands, which is not ideal. So the problem is, we don't have enough mana. We don't have enough mana to tutor out and play an Carrot Clan Ironworks. If we did, we would just win. But we don't. So we got to keep going with this. We might actually not be winning here. We might just be doing all this and then losing, which is kind of depressing. Well, Chromatic Sphere. We have 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we have exactly enough mana. So, sack this. Oh no. We don't. We're 1 mana short. Alright, so tap Mox Opal, play Mox Opal, keep Mox Opal, tap Mox Opal, play Chromatic Sphere, sack Chromatic Sphere. Oh, more lands. Is this the end of it? 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we play Prophetic Prism. Ancient Stirrings, come on, Ironworks! We're so close! No Ironworks. Okay, I guess we can take Everflowing Chalice? Oh, we're not gonna get it! We're fizzling. We're fizzling right out. Mox Opal. Alright, pass the turd. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, boy. Alright, alright. Yeah, that's the downside of playing against Eggs, is you just watch your opponent for a long time. Also realizing it's not a very good deck for streaming, because I can't really watch the chat very much. Okay, Pithing Needle. I don't think Pithing Needle actually works the way our opponent's hoping. I wish it worked this way, but it does not. Unfortunately, we still might just be dead. Opponent gets in for 8 and passes. We draw Prophetic Prism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, goodness. Yeah, definitely not the easiest deck to pilot well. I might have just messed up, actually. Yeah, I think I messed up there. Ah, I know! I didn't think it would be so hard to focus on the chat and play this deck, but it actually really is. I should have Academy Ruins backed our Carrot Clan Ironworks, I think is what should have happened there. Well, let's play a Prophetic Prism. More Darksteel Citadels. Alright, best turn. Does someone owe someone a playmat? I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about anyone being owed a playmat. We have a new subscriber. Sundry Growth, alright. Yep, I think we should have won there, but I should have gotten back Carrot Clan Ironworks. We have a new subscriber, Boxes with God. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. This version of eggs, I think, is actually harder than the last one. Have you ever considered playing any professional Sanctum event? Not super seriously. I don't know. Traveling around to GPs every weekend, doing all that, that's just not really something that is super appealing to me. Alright, so let's Darksteel Citadel, Chromatic Star, Mox Opal, and Ancient Stirrings. Getting a... I think we just take Ironworks. I think double Ironworks is where we want to be at the moment. Pass the turn. That gets by one Thoughtseize. What do I think the hardest deck in Modern is right now? I don't know. Against the Odds, Throne of the Gods. Yeah, it seems like a really good Against the Odds possibility. I'm definitely down for playing that card. I think there's some cool things that you could do with it. Takes a Battle Sphere. Huh. Well, play this. Play Scrap Trawler, and if we draw land and our opponent can't kill our stuff, we just win next turn, I believe. Would I attend if it happened to be local? Possibly. That would be more likely. Relic? Oh, man. Well, we just need to draw land here. Exiles our Ancient Stirrings. Come on, deck. Give us a land one time while our opponent shields down with these relics. Yes! Alright. So, Darksteel Citadel. Man, this is still going to be a challenging combo. Play Ironworks, because we just don't have that much card draw. Sack Opal. Sack Chromatic Star. Ichor Wellspring that was the draw we needed. That might win us the game. Ichor Wellspring and another Scrap Trawler? Whew! Play Mox Opal. I don't know if Scrap Trawler number 2 matters, but we'll play it. Now we get to sack Ichor Wellspring. Get back Chromatic Star. Now I think we might have it, actually. There's a Terrarion, so cast Chromatic Star. We sacrifice our Mox Opal. We sacrifice our Chromatic Star. Get back our Mox Opal. Play Terrarion. I think we're getting there. Play Mox Opal. Play Chromatic Sphere. Sack our Mox Opal. Oh, I should have tapped mana first. Whatever. Sack our Terrarion. Get back Mox Opal. Oh, this deck is really insane. There's our Emrakul. Oh. Let's see. I think we just sack and win. We could keep comboing, but our opponent's at 15. They're tapped out. So let's see. Sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 10 mana. Sack that. Sack that. Sack that. Up to 13. Get back some stuff. Doesn't matter because we're going to win. Oh my god. Sack that. Yes, whatever. Get back that. I don't really care. Sure. Thank you, Scrap Trawlers. Play an Emrakul. And yeah, sure. We'll get a Battle Sphere. Oh, well, we did it. We did it. We survived. We won. We thrived. Turn 4 kill. Annihilate away the board. Our opponent should have just left Upper Relic with the mana. Hey, we did it. We did it. Oh, it is actually really fun to play. I don't know if it's fun for opponents to play against, but it is a pretty fun loop to go through. And the dream is living. The dream is alive. We are now officially 1-0 on our way to some treasure chests. We did not time out, even better. You can sacrifice multiple of the 1-cost things and dump a Scrap Trawler for tons of stuff back, keeping the low-cost items rotating. That makes sense. You know why this deck plays Tendo Ice Bridge? What do we gain from using it? So it's basically just a one-shot mana of any color source for like Ancient Stirrings, Glitness Crane, red sideboard cards, but it could just as easily be an Ether Hub, I think. Blue-red Cycling Tribal sounds like it could be pretty awesome. I'm really excited for cycling. Out of all the stuff in Amonkhet, that's what I'm most excited to play is cycling decks. That's true. It's not the most exciting deck to play against. I don't know if our opponent's like being salty and timing out, or if he just like walked away from his computer. Yeah, I think that's actually a possibility, that our opponent's not trying to be a jerk, because they were nice earlier. They said LOL, good game, so insane. So they weren't being salty, so I think they just were not there. You could play, they could play Spire of Industry, but then you gotta pay life, and paying life isn't necessarily what this deck wants to do. We don't have that many color things we actually want to cast, because, and we have Mox Opals and random egg stuff, so we don't need that much colored mana. Black-white Zombies Mummies. Yeah, I think that would be a good budget Magic deck at least. The next commander clash is Anything Goes. No major theme. We like to start off the seasons with the Anything Goes, kind of just let everyone feel out the new season. Ice Bridge is better than Ether Hub since it enters the battlefield with counters instead of having a trigger, which means even if the opponent destroys it, you can get the mana. Okay, that makes sense. I guess that could actually come into play in Modern with a Ghost Quarter or something. How did you win game 1? Opponent had blockers and lethal. Our opponent scooped game 1. But that is true. They could have chumped and stayed alive, and I don't know what would have happened there. Ooh, alright, well let's play some artifacts. Nut draw. It's a nut draw. We found the nut draw. Oh, this deck. This deck. Cartouche. Cartouche. Oosh. It's got to have the oosh sound, apparently. Throne of Gods, Cryptothorites, burn from within. Yeah? That sounds like a sweet against odds combo. Or maybe budget magic combo. Who's doing the new thumbnails? I actually don't know. It's someone that Richard found, but they look amazing. The new thumbs are awesome. Yeah, got the sweet promo chalices. I think Drake Haven could be a real card. I think it's possible that that's a real playable card. So Citadel, Chromatic Sphere, Mox Opal. Pass the turn. Cartouche. Throne with Squirrelcraft. Yeah? That could work too. There's lots of things you can do with Throne. I think the 4-mana 4/4 flyer is good. I just, oh, Goldfish logo. Alright, I will mention that, Rolsey. That's a good idea, actually, to add the Goldfish logo on there somewhere. Any interest in a MTGG for Hearthstone? I think those type of sites already exist, which is probably the biggest reason there wouldn't be a literal MTG Goldfish for Hearthstone, because I'm pretty sure that there are MTG Goldfishes for Hearthstone. Pokemon, for some reason, apparently did not have an MTG Goldfish, which seems really strange, but apparently it is true. Oh man, I think we have an easy win here. Ichor Wellspring, we just need a Scrap Trawler. So Ichor Wellspring, draw a card. I am really liking this deck so far too. It actually, we've only played one game, but it seems pretty sweet. Darksteel Citadel, pass the turn. And we might just go for it next turn. We have the mana. We don't have a way to finish the game, but we have some card draw. Our opponent suspended a Rift Bolt. That's why the mountain was tapped. Oh, well, thank you, Dexlen. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can mention it to Richard. He does all the design programming stuff. Oh, man. 250 ticks is actually a lot to build a deck. You can build a lot of decks on Moto for that price. No Trawler, don't go for it. But we could draw into a Trawler, and we don't want to die to our opponent's random creatures. I guess we can maybe give it one more turn. Let's see what's on top of our deck. Oh. You can't see it, but that says, opponent reveals a Scrap Trawler. Oh, sometimes it's good to be lucky. Sweet. Yeah. Now I think we win. On turn 3. Oh, my lord. Oh, yup. So we gotta be able to win here, right? Play Ice Bridge. Play our Ironworks. Play Chalice. Yeah, I think we gotta be able to win here. There is a Commander Clash this week. Season 3 starts this week, so be ready. Sack this, play Scrap Trawler. Sack Chromatic Sphere. Get back Everflowing Chalice. And now we just gotta draw into a finisher. Man, Scrap Trawler is so absurd. I can't give you any spoilers. You gotta wait and see for Commander Clash. I can't give it away. Wellspring draws us a card, gets us back. Huh? What's going on, Moto? Why can't I choose? Okay. Chromatic Sphere. Thank you, Moto. Do I know when our spoiler hits? Not until next week. I think towards the end of the week next week. So you got a little ways to wait until we actually get to see it. So Mox Opal. We still haven't found a finisher. Keep Mox Opal. Play Prism. Draw a card. The problem is we have to literally find Emrakul, I think, because we don't have a land to find to tutor it up. So I think we literally have to do this until we find Emrakul. Yeah, I probably should have sacked that. Fair point. I don't think it's actually going to matter here, but you're right. We could have gotten extra mana from sacking it. Alright. Chromatic Star. Might as well Ancient Stirrings, I think. Yeah, I don't know how we're up on time. Our opponent's not F6ing and walking away, so we'll take it. Might as well Ancient Stirrings. See what we find. Mostly just want an Emrakul. We played a land, right? Yeah, we did. Well, I guess we can just get another Scrap Trawler. Go ultra value. So we sacrifice our Darksteel Citadel, play a Scrap Trawler. This is big because Scrap Trawler, we can sack the extra one to get back Wellspring, which is pretty key. Get back Wellspring and Prophetic Prism, and that gives us a ton more card drawing. Do I think a single Grape Shot could fit in this deck? Yes, you definitely could win with Grape Shot instead of Emrakul. That would definitely be a thing that would work. So sack this, get back Mox Opal, and I guess Darksteel Citadel. I should probably just auto-yield to these. So get back Opal. Then we can sack Everflowing Chalice. We sack Prophetic Prism. Actually, we should play... Yeah, that's fine. Sack Prophetic Prism. Get back a Chalice and a Chromatic Sphere. I don't think we need to get back the Opal yet. We could make a we could make a Chalice on 20. We haven't done that. Oh, did we miss a sub? No, the every sub should show up. Did you just sub Binary Cortex? Well, Binary Cortex, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I don't know why. Do I have a setting wrong? No, it should show up. That is very strange. Play Everflowing Chalice. Play Opal. I never sacked the Opal. Oh well. Then we can sack... maybe we just sack a Scrap Trawler now. Well, not yet. Sack Chromatic Sphere. Get back Opal and Darksteel Citadel. Then we have to sack this. I guess we sack a Scrap Trawler. Get back our card draw artifacts in Wellspring and Prism. We have 1,000,000 mana. We just don't have anything to do with it yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Kong Delay. I don't mean to make you angry. Well, I don't know if there's much of a difference between 12 and 14 mana, honestly. The question is whether we fight an Emrakul at this point, or something. Yes, I know I could have sacked the Mox Opal. I hear ya, I hear ya, I should have. Alright, so tap Mox Opal. Sack Mox Opal. Play Mox Opal. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to Momir or not. This is definitely going... So far, it has not been going quickly. I didn't know it was going to take this long. I thought it was going to be quicker. Well, Wellspring. Get back a Chromatic Sphere. Draws us a card. Chromatic Sphere. We might be fizzling. We have not drawn anything good. Add white. Get back a Everflowing Chalice. Trawler, number 2. Again, number 3, I guess. I guess that Trawler means we're going to get it. Or we should get it. We can keep doing this for so long. Because now we get to Zach Prophetic Prism, get back Chromatic Sphere, and Opal. Thoughts on Bonds of Mortality while comboing off? Bonds of Mortality. I'm going to have to actually look and see what that is. Bonds of Mortality. Oh. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. Creatures you control, your opponents control, lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. I mean, I guess that's a safety valve type card if things get too out of hand with the gods. So I guess I would see it as that. I couldn't imagine at this point it would be something you're just gonna like run in your main deck or anything. But I could definitely see if gods are running rampant, that could be something that you would sideboard in to deal with them. I think that probably like Anguish Unmaking and Declaration in Stone are going to end up being easier ways to do it, but... We'll find something eventually, I swear. I swear it's gonna happen. This actually seems slower than old versions of this deck. This is so grindy. Because we gotta click through every single card in our graveyard. The old one, you just kind of cast your whole hand and then eventually you win. So Vehicles, unplayable right now. Vehicles is very much not unplayable. Vehicles is still super good. Just seen Emrakul and you win. Yes, we have the mana and then some. We just haven't found anything to do with the mana yet. Prophetic Prism. I mean, we're gonna draw something sooner or later. Terrarion, sure. We have a lot of card draw now, which is pretty helpful. Now we have enough card draw that we should be able to keep looping for quite a while until we actually find something. Because yeah, sack that. Now we can, oh my goodness, play this. Sack an Ichor Wellspring. Get back our Terrarion. You find it faster if you stop sacking Sphere Stars to Carrot Clan Ironworks. Well, Stars still draw you a card, but you're right about Sphere. That is a missing card draw there at some points. Cast. Sacrifice Terrarion. I swear we're gonna get there sooner or later. I'm not even sacking the Mox Opal anymore. We could. I just don't know if it's even worth the clicks at this point. It's just... the extra mana doesn't do anything, so it's just extra clicking. Terrarion, another Scrap Trawler, okay. This deck. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, Thug Life. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, our storm count is super high. Terrarion. Oh, deck. Alright, sacrifice Terrarion, draw a card. Come on, Emrakul. Glint Nest Crane. Does that even help? Not really. I guess we can cast it. Watch us put Emrakul to the bottom. Oh, man. That would be so sad. Alright, another Ironworks. Getting closer to the Emrakul. Non-Emrakul's going to the bottom. Sacrifice Prophetic Prism. Get back Terrarion and Chromatic Sphere. Why would 4 Hangerbacks be better? I'm kind of... The click thing is super helpful. What would Hangerback be doing here, though? I'm kind of confused by what Hangerback does. Alright, get something back, draw a card. Where's our Emrakul? Adventure's Fair, not an Emrakul. Sack that, draw a card. I'm not even going to worry about making mana anymore. We just got to draw cards as fast as possible. That's basically where we're at now. Because we have all the mana we can ever do anything with. So what does Hangerback do? Gives you win con next turn. Well, I mean, Mere Battle Ball does that too, right? Essentially. I don't think that... Doesn't that just pretty much as much of a win condition? Or like close to it at least. We've gone through half of our deck. And we put some cards on the bottom. So sooner or later we're going to find it. It's got to happen. Prophetic Prism. Again. More lands. Sack Prism. Get back Star. Get back Star. We are going to... I mean, I think we can just draw our whole deck here. We just got to do this before we time out. We just got to find an Emrakul pretty quick here. Through all this clicking. I don't want to time out. Please, please, Worth. Anything but that. That's the worst way to lose on stream, honestly. Worst way to lose. Oh, more lands. That's not an Emrakul. Oh, come on, Magic Gods. Give us an Emrakul. Alright. The other advantage of playing this deck is sooner or later your opponent is going to get so sick of sitting there that that they're gonna scoop. So it's really just a game of attrition. You got to keep your head in the game long enough to not scoop to your own boredom. It's a battle of wills. Like, did you ever, when you were a kid, do the like see who could go longest without blinking game with anyone, where you like stare into their eyes and you got to not blink? That's what playing this deck is basically. Like, you're doing that with your opponent, and it's just a test of wills to see who's gonna scoop first. Oh man! So we won round 1. We won the staring contest. Oh, staring contest. That, I guess that makes sense. I kind of explained the whole thing in a very roundabout way. I also learned today that apparently, you might have seen it on my Twitter if you follow me on there. Apparently, I'm considered an expert in pet fish. One of the downsides of working at Goldfish, like, there's some site that ranks what you're, I don't know, expert at on social media or something, and my #1 thing, better than 99.9% of people, was Magic the Gathering. #2 thing, pet fish. More of an expert than 99.9% of people. Stu, you missed the timing. There were definitely some puns with me not sacking Mox Opals to Carrot Clan Ironworks, and you didn't come in time. Alright. We'll bring in Nature's Claim. Actually, we could just bring in Leyline. Leyline seems pretty good. Can that deck beat Leyline? Man, if that's mono red burn, they literally are not going to beat a Leyline. I don't think they're going to beat this deck, period. But we'll bring in the Nature's Claims. We won't bring in the Leylines. Yeah, Walking Ballista and Hangerback Walker have been the two biggest suggestions. And they kind of make sense. I mean, we are winning eventually. We're just not winning very quickly. We have an Emrakul. Okay. I want to keep this hand even though it's not that great. Actually, it's pretty good. But mostly because I want to have a finisher in hand so we don't have to do that for 20 minutes again. Alright, we'll keep this. Ballista, I mean, we still gotta draw it. That's the thing. Like, Ballista's not... It's just a matter of drawing it. And we have the Sanctum this game, too. Goblin Guide. Reveals... I don't know. Ichor Wellspring. I'll play Ichor Wellspring. Play Chromatic Sphere. We actually do need one more mana source before we start doing anything. Play Mox Opal. If we don't draw a land, I guess we can Ancient Stirrings next turn, though. Pass the turn. So you don't bring in Leyline because opponent can't beat it. Well, I'm not sure that our opponent's mono-red. They might have just had a weird draw game one. And I don't know if our opponent can beat us anyway. Ugh, Ironworks is not what we were hoping for there. Well, we gotta sack this for green. Play Stirrings. Take Academy Ruins. Play Ruins. Play Chromatic Sphere. Pass the turn. So I think we have a pretty good chance of winning in 2 turns. If we're still alive. Now, we've been playing for a minute. This is round 2. Our matches have been going a bit long. What are you mad at now? Mr. Draft Chaff, what did I do now? I guess that's true. Prophetic Prism on top. Down to 11. Alright, so let's Ichor Wellspring. Draw a card. I think we did win on turn 3. And just Ancient Stirrings for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we just take Terrarion, probably. Actually, no. I think we just need the land. We got to make sure we can cast our... We got to make sure we can Ironworks next turn. And then we should be able to win. Pass turn. Alright, opponent. Can you kill us? Oh, man. Atarka's command could. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. Not dead. Alright, now we should win. Oh, and the Trawler. Alright, so we will cast a Carrot Clan Ironworks. And hopefully just win this game. I don't even know if we need to Trawler, really. I guess we can. So, sack Chalice, add mana, play Trawler. Ooh, Destructive Revelry. That's bad. Citadel, not helpful. Yeah, I think we're actually gonna die now. Ay, got us. He does have Destructive Revelry. I mean, we gotta go for it. There's not really anything we can do to play around it there. I mean, yeah, so we can sack the KCI. I think we sack more stuff. Because we could draw into another KCI off Ichor Wellsprings. And if we draw into another KCI, then we're still back to the winning plan. We do have 2 more redraws. I think we need 8 mana so we can play these 2 2-mana artifacts and still play a Carrot Clan Ironworks if we draw one. We can make white with Prophetic Prism if we draw our 1 face reward. So Prophetic Prism, land, Sanctum, come on, Ironworks, 1 time. And yeah, that's game. Well, we'll pass. I guess we're not necessarily just dead, but we're pretty dead. I think you all are looking at that wrong. Okay, the problem is we would have 7 mana if we sack Sphere for the card draw, but by sacking it to Ironworks, we have 8 mana. So even though we got to draw an extra card, we would not be able to play that extra card, because the only card we really cared about there was another Ironworks or a face reward, and they're both 4 mana. So by going to 7 mana instead of 8 mana, we were actually cutting off one of our draws. So it doesn't really change things. It's kind of, the math is still the same either way as far as the number of cards we get to see. Yeah, I guess that's true. So Leyline of Sanctity actually isn't just game over, since our opponent's playing Atarka's commands and all that stuff. Alright, we're on the play, which is really good. That's where you want to be against this deck. And okay. I mean, this is fine. We have some redraws. We don't have any real finishers. Mr. Grafchaft, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Alright, so let's lead on Sanctum, and let's just play a Sphere. Pass the turn. We basically just have to get our combo set up before our opponent can kill us somehow. Opponent plays Mountain, and Lava Spikes our face. Terrarion, well, play Ice Bridge. Ichor Wellspring. Alright, Citadel's an okay draw. So we're probably going to Stirrings next turn, plus 2 1-mana artifacts, and hope that that gets us to Carrot Clan Ironworks, and then we can win. Choosy, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Is this a really old list? No, I don't believe so. Let me see. Let me see when the date on this list is. I believe this is the most recent list that actually has a finish. Yeah, it's the most recent list. I mean, it's from a couple weeks ago, but it's the most recent list that actually has done anything. So, let's see. We will lead on our Ancient Stirrings. New subscriber, Spacicus, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the subs. Definitely appreciate the support. So let's play Chromatic Star. Play Terrarion. Pass the turn. Man, we're an Ironworks away from really going to town. Leyline isn't just game over against this deck. That's why he didn't come in. Our opponent has plenty of creatures. They have Eidolons. They have Atarka's commands. They have a lot of sources of dealing damage that get around an Eidolon, a Leyline. So I just don't think it's necessarily that good. All right, crack this, add green, Kodak Shredder. That's the last thing we wanted. We're just not gonna find it. Okay. Well, play Mox Opal. think we're going to lose, actually. Why is Brim playing Inspiring Vantage? I am not sure. Mechanized production on Battle Spear. That would be kind of fun. It's swans. Hit some swans and draw some cards. No, you don't have to be sub to get on the Momir list. The way this league is going, though, not sure there'll be much Momiring tonight. We're going to be playing this league till midnight or something. This deck is not super quick. Oh, are we really going to just lose here? Goblin Guide. Can't find my Tendo Switch Bridges anywhere. Opponent gets in. Darksteel Citadel. Well, at least we're not drawing that. Down to 9. Oh, we got one more turn. Prophetic Prism. Alright, well, let's, this is so awkward. Turkey Muffins XPS, 2 months in a row, some of the best MTG content, love it. Well, I love the fact that you resubscribed. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So how do we do this? How do we do this? I guess we just have to start sacking things and hope we draw into things. I wish we had one more Mox Opal so we could start cycling those at least. But I think this is still what we got to do. REH, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Come on, deck. Be nice to us, deck. One time, Carrot Clan Ironworks. Or even just another Mox Opal would let us go for a minute. I mean, I think we gotta keep going as far as we can. What's my favorite type of exercise? Definitely making opponents exercise their patience this game. Oh, goodness. Okay. Huh. That slows us down. Well, if we find an Ironworks, I think we can still win. Nature's Claim. Now, that's a tricky way to gain some life, which could be good. So, let's add some mana. Green and, I guess, white? Come on, Ironworks. Darksteel Citadel. Play Citadel. Huh. I guess we can just Nature's Claim this Ichor Wellspring right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we can cycle. Play Chromatic Star. I guess we can still cycle one more. Sacrifice this. We still have one more shot at a Carrot Clan Ironworks. Chromatic Sphere. So let's just play our stuff out. Play Sphere. Play Sphere. Play Star. Pass the turn. So just stay alive and try again next turn to find what we need. Our opponent is playing green. They just haven't drawn green. Their mana is kind of strange here. Opponent gets in with Goblin Guide. What's on top? Ancient Stirrings is pretty good. There's a decent chance that Stirrings finds us in Ironworks. Come on, Ancient Stirrings. Ironworks? We've searched so far. Alright, there it is. Get the Ironworks. Now we get to do our thing. That's good news. Actually, we need to play a land here so we don't die with it on the stack. Play Darksteel Citadel. Play our Ironworks. Start sacking stuff. Sack Ichor Wellspring. Draw a card. Another Mox Opal. Well, sack Mox Opal. Play Mox Opal. Play Prophetic Prism. Terrarion, play Terrarion. Sack Terrarion. Is there anything we should be getting back from our graveyard here? Sack Chromatic Star. Sack this for... we can get back Trawler, but then we can lose if our opponent can kill the Trawler is the problem. Maybe that's still fine. That just eats up a lot of mana. I guess we can sack all these Citadels, though. Well, play Shredder. Sack Shredder. Get back our Scrap Trawler. Sack our lands, or a land. Darksteel Citadel. Play Scrap Trawler. Sack Prophetic Prism. Now we should be getting there. Get back Terrarion. This should do it. Unless our opponent has removal. And even if they do, we get so many draws off of it. Alright, play Terrarion. Sack Terrarion. Get back a Mox Opal. Yeah, this should do it now. I think we found the path. We just gotta not time out is the main goal. Another Mox Opal, so sack Mox Opal, play Mox Opal, tap Mox Opal, sack Mox Opal, play Mox Opal, sack Chromatic Sphere, get back a Mox Opal, tap our Mox Opal, sack our Mox Opal, sack our Chromatic Sphere. Oh, Scrap Trawler's very good. Get back a Mox Opal. That should do it. Because that gets back all of our redraw stuff. Play Mox Opal. Yup. I think that's the final nail in our opponent's coffin of us not timing out this game, which was becoming a concern. We're under 5 minutes. Man, this deck does not win fast. Sack Chalice. Play Opal. Play Trawler. If we find a Battle Sphere, we get our Emrakul. Sacrifice a Trawler. Get back double Ichor Wellspring, I think, if we have two. Ichor Wellspring and... we don't have another one? Well, I guess we can get Prophetic Prism. That's fine. Get back both. Prophetic Prism. Draws us a card. Ichor Wellspring. It's just a race against the clock. Draws us a card. Ironworks. Oh my goodness. We're still not finding anything. Down to 4 minutes. Oh, this is getting so close. Sack Ichor Wellspring. Get back a Chromatic Star. There's Emrakul. So chat, help me out here, chat. What's up, D-Prez? So what are the odds that we're about to lose to Deflecting Palm? Is that a thing that we should be afraid of? Is there anything we can do to play around it if we are afraid of it? We're gonna lose here. I know it. I know it. I know it. Oh, we're still gonna lose. It's gonna happen. Is it better to try to find our... Is it better to try to find our battle balls? Does that somehow get us out of this? Do we have anything that gets us out of this if we keep drawing cards where we don't lose? That's the other question. Is there any reason to just keep going? What could we draw, chat? What could we draw? Nothing? And I guess a bunch of nature's claims. I don't know if we're going to have time for that is the other concern. Maybe our opponent just scoops to Emrakul when we cast it? If they don't... Ugh. Mox Opal. Alright, sack Mox Opal. Play Mox Opal. Play Terrarion. Tap Mox Opal. Sack Mox Opal. Sack Terrarion. Get back a Mox Opal. Well, I guess we just cast Emrakul here. I don't know if we can do anything else. I don't know. I can't see any outs to this. But I think we're going to lose. We don't have any sideboard cards that matter. That is a thing with this mana up. We could be about to lose. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. Well, we got to try it. We got to try it. There's nothing else we can do. Yeah, Banefire is another finishing option. Does protection from color spells not protect? Deflecting Palm doesn't actually target, so it doesn't actually work. Blue Sun Zenith also, yep, all that stuff does it. Well, let's play Emrakul. See if our opponent has it. I guess we can Sanctum as well and still get a Battle Ball. I don't know if that makes a difference. Opponent not scooping. That's a bad sign. This is where we were hoping our opponent just scooped. Yep, that's not a concession that's happening. Oh no. All right. Pass the turn. Bitter Ordeal would definitely work here. Well, let's see, opponent. Do you have it? We attack. Come on. Of course they do. So theoretically, if we had an infinite amount of time, we might be able to get out of this. But we don't have an infinite amount of time. What we would have needed to do would... We don't have the time to play around it. We could have tried to draw the rest of our deck to find all of the nature's claims and tried to gain enough life, but we would time out in an effort to do that, so... Oh well. Oh well. We had to go for it. This is the second time we've got Deflecting Palm attacking with an Emrakul. And a Searing Blaze. Yeah, so I think if we had more time, we might have won here. Well, if we had more time, we would have won. We would have been able to play around all this stuff, but we don't have more time. Oh well. Oh well. Yep. Well, the 5-0 dream dies to the clock. Oh dear. Well, this deck is slow, and it's even slower with on stream. It's even slower. All right. Well, down to 2-1, thanks to the speed of this deck. This never goes quick. Oh, yeah. Well, technically, we didn't lose to time. Technically, we lost to Divine Deflection, whatever that is. Opinion on failure to comply. I'm pretty sure that card's really bad. I mean, we saw people get really hyped for Unsubstantiate, and that's basically a worse Unsubstantiate attached to a card that I guess is relevant against specific combos, maybe? No, I'm just saying the deck's slow. I'm not blaming the deck, but the combination of streaming and talking to the chat and playing a naturally slow deck is not the ideal combination for playing super quickly. I just want the scoops. How do I get them? I just subscribed just because of that and nothing showed up. X Joel, try refreshing maybe? It should just pop up automatically. You should just automatically be scooped and notifications and all that stuff. Thoughts on Abzan Seance running Protein Hulk Bubble combo? I think that, I mean, you could do that. I don't know if, I guess I'd have to look at an actual list and think about it. Aces777, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. What's my thoughts on Gaia's Revenge in Modern? Typically too slow and too easy to jump block, but it's big. I mean, it has some things going for it. Mostly that it's a big, hasty body. Does it really keep your opponent from doing anything, though? Doesn't it just stop them from playing one specific named card? Huh, there was no email today? I don't know what's going on with Twitch lately. I was thinking it was weird because there were much less people here immediately than there usually are. Usually, like, a good number of people shoot right in immediately, but it didn't really happen this time for some reason. We don't have Ghost Quarters in this deck, actually. Do we? I don't think we do. I'm pretty sure we're Ghost Quarterless. Yeah, I think Unsubstantiate has the upside. Yeah, Twitch is kind of hit or miss sometimes. Huh. So some people got emails, some people did not. I don't even know. Maybe I'll have to try to talk to Twitch. I don't even know how that works. Run it with Eldritch Evolution and it's pretty good. You still need to steamroll damage. Ranker, but otherwise it's a solid card. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad card, Gaia's Revenge. How often do I play leagues outside of stream? Not that much, really. I don't have that much time to just play random leagues. Feels like I'm always recording content or streaming. Opinion on the red 1-drop. I think it's good. It's not Monastery Swiftspear good, but it's pretty good. I think of failure to comply as a Reflector Mage on their turn. They can't replay after the counter. Then on your turn, you cast Comply 2 turns in a row. Yeah, I don't know. I have not been impressed by a single one of the split cards for some reason. Those split cards just all around do not seem very good. When should I buy Snapcasters? I mean, sometime in the next few months, I would say, is probably the best time. Yeah, I know. People have been saying they didn't get alerts today for some reason. It's got to be something weird with Twitch. Alright. Got our ice bridges to cast our ancient stirrings. Got a scrap trawler, so I guess this is about what we're looking for. So add green. Ancient stirrings for ironworks. Well, we got our combo set up. We just got to put it together, find a couple more artifacts. Snappy's were at their lowest a few weeks ago. Yeah, they've started, a lot of the Modern Masters chase cards have dropped a little bit again recently, so maybe they're going to go back down again. You can always email me deck lists. I get a ton of them, so I usually can't do super big in-depth responses, but I do try to look them over. So saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com, and you can do it that way. Actually, let's just play a chalice here. This seems odd, but this actually ramps us into a ironworks next turn. And getting down ironworks before it gets Thoughtseize would be pretty helpful. The Hippo Vor split card owns. Yeah, that card's cool. I mean, you're still only getting a 3/3 for 3. Oh, sweet Jay Zoller. Is Dragon Maze going to be worse than... Or is Amonkhet going to be worse than Dragon Maze in terms of EV? It could be. It's possible. We'll see. We still haven't really seen that much of the set. And right now, Gideon is super expensive. So we'll have to see. I don't think it's a done deal that it's going to be worse EV. Because we got to remember, we still haven't seen very much yet. Our opponent took Ancient Stirrings? Interesting. Yeah, well, I guess we just Inventor's Fair. Cast our Ironworks. Pass the turn and hope we draw an artifact to combo off next turn. Yeah, the new Gideon seems really good. KCI just stands for Crack Clan Ironworks. Just an abbreviation for the card name. Well, we're sort of close to half the set. What do we have, 6 mythics out of 15? I think we're like a third as far as rares and mythics, probably. Oh my goodness. That's bad news. That doesn't even matter. We'll sack it anyway. Yuck. Now we're probably just going to lose to this Death Shadow. That's a good card against our deck. Oh, sweet, good pants. The email just happened? Ugh, I don't know what's going on with Twitch. You never know with Twitch. They're in their own weird world. They do tend to be a little buggy sometimes. Alright, play Kodak Shredder. Pass the turn, see if we keep living. Can Mono Red be viable ever now? Yeah, I think it could happen. I mean, I don't think we know... We don't know what's in the set, and we don't know what Standard's going to look like. That's the big question. Like, are they going to ban stuff in Standard? Well, I guess we shred ourselves, because we could mill something to get back with Trawler for value. Man, we're just getting picked apart. Oh, we milled an Ironworks. Oh, no. Oh, dear. That was not how we wanted that to go. Hey, what's up, everyone? I don't know why your notifications went out super late. That is very strange. They were supposed to go out an hour and a half ago. Well, play Trawler. Pass the turn. I wish there were cool blue-black zombies in Amonkhet. Yeah, we get lots of zombies. but they were not in blue, it doesn't look like, on Amonkhet. Well, are we dead? Probably. Oh, we milled another Ironworks too. That's so bad. Our odds of just drawing one here, not very high. Come on, deck. Sanctum. Alright, pass the turn. Pretty sure we're dead. Now we gotta chump block the Death Shadow. And yeah, we can do a quick rundown of the deck after we finish losing to this Death Shadow. Opponent cracks her Bloodstained Mire. Steam Vents, tapped. I mean, we gotta chump no matter what, which is... Alright, that's game. Alright. Give me 1 second. My voice is getting froggy. Let me go grab a drink. Then we'll do a quick review on the deck for the people that just got their notifications and go on to game 2 of match 3, I think. Alright, back. So basically, this deck, the basic idea is we're trying to cast an Emrakul, and the way we're getting to Emrakul is sacking a bunch of artifacts to crack Clan Ironworks, which lets us sack artifacts to add 2 mana. So the main combo is Scrap Trawler, which lets us keep getting back artifacts as we sack them. So we kind of like sack Mox Opal, tap it for mana, sack Mox Opal to make mana, then we sack a Chromatic Star, getting back Mox Opal, play Mox Opal, tap Mox Opal, then we sack a Ichor Wellspring, getting back Chromatic Star, then we sack that, getting back the Mox Opal, and just kind of like chain through our artifacts, which lets us draw most of our deck, and eventually will get us to casting an Emrakul. So that's kind of the basic idea. The rest of the cards, they're either like making mana or drawing us cards, in some cases both. Because when we sack like a Terrarion to Ironworks, we're actually drawing a card and netting a mana. And the rest of the cards just cycle through the deck, like Ancient Stirrings, Gluttonous Crane, and so forth. And I think we just need to bring in Ley Lines here. I think that's our best sideboard card in this matchup. I just borrowed the Opals, actually. If they wanted you to say it like crack, they should just spell it with a C. That's my take. Alright, no Ley Line, but we're going to keep this hand because it's pretty good. I don't think Pyroclasm does much of anything in this matchup. I know you don't play Vintage, but is there a reason Eidolon of the Great Revel isn't played in Vintage? It seems to host Mentor, which is the deck to beat right now. I am not super sure, Psycho Smurf. I'm definitely not a Vintage expert, so I don't know. I'm sure there is a reason, but I'm not sure what the reason is. This hand's actually good, though. We get all of our mana, we have double Scrap Trawler, so it's a kind of hand I don't really want to just mulligan, because this is like a turn 3 win hand if we get one decent draw. Not playing red in Vintage is a reasonable reason. Oh, man. Alright, so play Inventor's Fair. So with this hand, if we just draw land, we just win next turn. Or we should just win next turn. It'll take us about 20 minutes, but we will win. Yeah, Moto doesn't like promos for some reason, and it just makes them random colors sometimes. So today, Pyroclasm promo is black. Alright, Serum Visions. That's not a Thoughtseize. Land? Gain a life. Sanctum. Alright, well, maybe our opponent's slow rolling a counter spell or removal spell. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, we just got mana tithed. I guess that's karma. Oh, we just so got mana tithed. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, that's so unfortunate. What's up, Kurashiro? How goes it tonight? Yes, we were rune boggled. At least we're gaining life, and our opponent's at 8. So our opponent also have a Fatal Push? They just have that too? Snapcaster Mage. Oh my god. Okay. Serum Visions doesn't do anything. Opponent's gonna block. Well, we might as well sack Chromatic Sphere. Draw a land. Okay. Get back Chromatic Sphere. Play Sanctum. Play Chromatic Sphere. Pass the turn. Yeah, you definitely could play Bitter Ordeal as a finisher in this deck. Bitter Ordeal, Grape Shot, Fireball. There's lots of different things you can play as a finisher. I mean, I actually think it was arguably wrong to sack the Sphere there. Because it's keeping us from sacking Inventor's Fair on our opponent's end step. But it's hard to pass up a free card draw, I guess. Even though it might have been better just to sack Inventor's Fair there. Yeah, Bane Fire would be the Fireball you'd actually play. Play a Sanctum. Pass the turn. Now we gotta sack Inventor's Fair and hope that we actually resolve something. What's up, awesome dude? Thankful, completely better, no longer sick. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Is there a different Titan Amulet deck? If it's a new, different one, then I don't think I have. Free combat land would have played around what? Snapcaster Mage? I'm very confused. Have I tried this deck with Tron lands and Open the Vaults? Not recently, but a long time ago. Alright, we're gonna sack Inventor's Fair. Try again for an Ironworks. Oh, he played it for the Team Unified event. Okay. No, I actually didn't see that deck. Alright. So we have to discard Prophetic Prism. Our opponent is really annoying us. Get another Ironworks. If we get Force Spiked again, oh my goodness. Any word on if the Leyline deck is going to get a spot on one of the next videos. Seems like it has a good chance of being Much Brew next week. We didn't have a land to play. There was no land option there. Snapcaster, probably getting a Thoughtseize. Oh, this has been... Oh, getting a Kolaghan's Command. This has been pretty much a nightmare. Oh my goodness, are we getting destroyed? Target player discards a card. Destroy an artifact. Alright, I guess it's Ancient Stirring since we can't actually cast it. Oh, we've been Force Spiked so many times. Alright, Ichor Wellspring. We resolve something. Land? Well, play Prism. I mean, we're still kind of getting things put back together, where if we draw stuff, and we're at 23, so we're not especially close to just dying, which is good. Need a Thunderous Wrath off the top. Failure Comply is awesome in Esper Gifts. It's 50% a cool as Remand, and basically has flashback that lets you draw a late game Inquisition of Kozilek. I plan on running it as a one-of. Well, maybe I gotta think about that card more. People have been more excited about it than me, so maybe I'm the one that's overrating it. Yeah, apparently. I wonder if they do not have Death Shadows? It seems crazy if they take out Death Shadows. Well, they have Tasigur. Okay. Yup. Well, come on, deck. Give us something one of these days. I guess we give our opponent a... Can't give them Stubborn Denial now that they got Tasigur. Serum Visions, I guess, is the least impactful. Thoughts on Soulscar Mage? I think Soulscar Mage is good. I don't think it's as good as Monastery Swift Spear, but I think it is pretty good. What do we do? Alright, let's cast Everflowing Chalice. Pass the turn. We want to actually be able to cast a Mirror Battlesphere if we draw one. Do you think I'll ever play more Vintage? I haven't really played Vintage at all, I don't. Well, I guess we played one joke deck, sort of, Kobolds. Maybe, at some point. I'm interested in Vintage as a format, but I haven't really played it at all. I would run Failure to Comply in Jeskai Owling Mind over Remand, Substantiate, and Silence until I can drop Curse of Exhaustion. Oh man, and a Death Shadow? Oh my god. Well, it looks like we're just gonna die. This has not been what we were hoping for. Play Scrap Trawler. Whew. Yeah. Oh, ceremonious rejection. Alright. Well, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. That's game. I mean, I guess we can cycle Chromatic Sphere? It doesn't even do anything? Wow, our opponent had quite the sideboard for our deck. Yup. That's kind of the nightmare. Opponent came prepared, that's for sure. And, yeah, well, the dreams are slowly dying. That set felt like a legitimately bad matchup. Technically we're at 1 and 2. We would have won round 2. Like, our deck would have won round 2. We just ran out of time. I learned Arcane Lab is a bully cannon commander when your buddy is playing a blue deck. Yeah, Arcane Lab's pretty sweet. What's up, Skycopter? That is true, Crazy Eddie. That's one of the downsides of this deck, is it does scoop to a lot of different hate cards. It is very vulnerable. I mean, that was particularly rough, but it is vulnerable to a lot of Rest in Peace, Stony Silence, etc., etc. It kind of picks up on all of the hate. That's true, we did not get Abrupt Decade. I guess, score one for us. Man, we have so many cards we want, but we can't cast them. So with this hand, we'd be playing Sanctum, cracking Star to Ancient Stirrings, and if we get Thought Seized, we might just lose. I think we gotta mulligan this. This is better-ish. Oh... Man, Scrap Trawler's so good. I think we gotta put it to the bottom, though. So, Ice Bridge, Chromatic Sphere, and Mox Opal. Trawler's super good, but I don't think we can... We risk not being able to cast our stuff very well with Trawler. And I think we can find another one, hopefully. Ooh, 4-color Seance. That's a great F&M deck. That deck's so much fun. Alright, there's a Darksteel Citadel. That's actually very good. So now we get to Glint Nest Crane. Do some digging. Well, if I knew we were going to draw Darksteel Citadel, I might have kept the Trawler. I probably would have. We'll just take Everflowing Chalice. And then Ancient Stirrings for... a Sanctum of Ugin, and Pestered. Bridge and Ether Hub are just basically the same cards. There's very slight differences between them, but they're essentially the same cards in this deck. Oh, we're against Living End. Huh. That means Leyline of the Void is going to be coming in. And we don't really have creatures to sack. Do we go for it? We don't have our... Well, play Ironworks. Alright, let's... Beast Within, though. Play Everflowing Chalice. This is actually really interesting. Well, we have 2 copies of Tendo Ice Bridge. So, basically, Tendo Ice Bridge, you get to make mana even if your opponent has Ghost Quarter. And that might be one of the main reasons it's in the deck, is that we aren't really playing basics for the most part, so it's possible our opponent could strip mine Ghost Quarter us and we couldn't make colored mana. So I'm guessing that that would be the reasoning for it. I don't know if we go for it here or not. Yeah, I think we have the ice cream truck music. Also a little Zelda-esque. Yes, us getting Force Spiked is very fitting. And the deck is... I'm glad we're playing it. I'm glad we're trying it. But it's not as entertaining. It doesn't have those big flashy moments that some other decks have. What do we do? Do we just... we're gonna get beat by Beast Within. Alright. We'll pass the turn. It's so risky to go for it here. We're literally hoping we just hit Scrap Trawler, and we know 1 is at the bottom. Yes, that's true. I don't think this game's gonna go to the late game. I think someone's gonna get wrecked in this game. This is the most recent best performing deck from Moto, I believe. 5-0 to League. See you, Matthew. Have a good night. We'll be back on Tuesday with another one. What's the process for getting music I've made on the stream playlist? I guess you would just email it to me and I would listen to it, and if I liked it, maybe I'd put it on the playlist. Have I tried the version of KCI with Scrap Trawler and Mishra's Bobble? Been wanting to know how good it is. I have not. We're playing with Everflowing Chalice in what I assume would be the Mishra's Bobble slot. I like mutagenic growth vines become immense poison. Yes, I guess those are flashy moments, but they're miserable moments. I would rather play only eggs for the rest of my life than play infect ones. There hasn't been a music update to the playlist for a while, but I think one is going to be coming soon. Filthy Casual, I forgot to think about it. I still owe you the meaning of life. Don't let me forget. I owe Stu a playmat and Filthy Casual the meaning of life. Those are the two things on the top of my list. Alright, well, we're going for it this turn, I think. We're definitely casting this Ancient Stirrings. No Trawler. We get Card Draw or Battlesphere. Maybe we just Battlesphere? We can Battlesphere, sack Battlesphere to... Yeah, I think that's what we do. Take Battlesphere. Then we play Ichor Wellspring. On the podcast, Chaz always introduces Richard as the owner of MTG Goldfish. When will I correct him? I'll have to remind him about that fateful game of Momir at some point. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Go ahead, Good Pants. There's a Beast Within we were talking about. Well, sack Everflowing Chalice. Sack. We gotta sack everything. Oh, this isn't even good. The problem is if we play Battlesphere and then they Living End, we still lose. We needed Ironworks out there to go with it. So bad. Oh, we're gonna lose here. Alright, so I guess we sack this. Sack that. Sack that. The problem is this still loses to Living End. We needed the Ironworks out. Without the Ironworks, we just Battlesphere, then they Living End, and then we lose. Hey, happy birthday to Cassandra. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Thanks for spending your birthday hanging out in the stream. Pretty sweet. Ichor Wellspring draws us a card. Chromatic Sphere. Alright. Well, I guess we can crack Chromatics. We could hit another one. Crack this. You never know. Citadel. Play Citadel. Play Chromatic Sphere. Crack it. Glint Nest Crane. Well, play Battlesphere. Not gonna sack our Sanctum. Man, this deck does pick up on a lot of hate. Everything that kills anything is good against our deck. Do I think that Living End will get better with cycling cards being added to the deck? Maybe? The thing is, like, I mean, it probably potentially gets slightly better, I would say. Having more powerful better 1-mana cycling creatures would improve the deck slightly. Although the bigger thing is, the deck usually doesn't have trouble winning after it resolves a living end. That's usually not the big sticking point. It's usually graveyard hate and so forth that's the issue. But I mean, upgrading your 3/4 ground creature to a 4/4 flyer, let's say, that does improve the deck to some extent. Sorry, did not mean to mispronounce the birthday person's name. Can I share an old school post-ban eggs deck that's based off Li Shan's build? Yeah, I mean, feel free to post MTG-related links. That's fine, as long as they're to safe sites. Angry Mob, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Thank you, thank you. Does Whir of Invention do anything in this deck? Seems okay. Yeah, we just have a hard time making the blue mana, but it would be fine as a way to get our Carrot Clan Ironwork. I think that the main thing would be just changing the mana base to support it, because right now we're really heavily on... on the colorless mana plan. Do you have a separate email address for emailing me directly instead of emailing the whole company? Yes, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com just goes directly to me. That's my direct email. I mean, it's whatever, hosted through MTG Goldfish or whatever, but that is my personal email. That only goes to me. That doesn't go to anyone else. For Against Odds today, my favorite Gravestorm win condition is playing eggs. Totally could have mixed these two decks together. That's true. Definitely could play Bitter Ordeal as the win condition in this type of deck. Do you think any of the new Grave Hates of Amonkhet will see play outside of Type 2 or Commander? Seems less likely. It's not impossible, but it seems less likely that they will see play anyplace else. If any of them had a chance, it would probably be the black one that can exile 3 cards, but there's just so many good graveyard hate options available in older formats that I'm not sure that they really would see play. I guess the Hate Bear one, it is on a body, so that's an argument for it. And it would be fine against Dredge and stuff, but it's not especially good against Snapcaster type decks and other decks where you might want Graveyard Hate, so I'm leaning towards no on that one for the most part. I mean, I guess if the format looks is in a very specific way, and all you care about is like Dredge decks or other like decks that are looking to kind of go wide with their graveyard, then maybe it would be an option, but I don't think that would be a normal place to be. Well, the NSA probably reads it. Oh, that's the game. We got him to 2, and then scumbled. 4, 8. Oh, that's so big. This is lethal, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I guess we need multiple turns of this not being lethal. Yep. Oh, so bad. Well, we can play a Nicker Wellspring. Alright, thanks, Good Pants. I will take a listen to it when I have a few minutes. Alright, we got Living Ended. Ended from the living. Well, geez, we do not have a whole lot. We have to bring in Nature's Claims because they're going to bring in Leyline of the Void. And Leyline of the Void ruins our deck. Surgical Extraction is not actually very good. I mean, I guess it's okay, but it's not great graveyard hate against this deck. The moment I lost my innocence was when I realized the big circle on Amir's head was not an eye. What? trying to set up a poll, D-Many? You should get an email with... Oh, okay. I saw that one. Living End doesn't play Ley Line of the Void. It plays a fairy. Not necessarily. I've definitely seen several / many Living End decks that are on the Ley Line of the Void plan. The problem, because you can't really beat other graveyard decks. Like, we saw that when we were playing White-Black Aristocrats on Budget Magic. Like, Living End just literally cannot beat that deck. Yeah, we wouldn't be exiling Living End. That's the damage is kind of already done. We'd be trying to exile creatures, but that seems unlikely to be good enough. It seems like we will probably just not get enough value out of Surgical. Alright, we get to play first. Probably our best bet is just to out-combo our opponent and somehow just kill them before they are able to Living End. Have you ever built anything with Transcendent Master? Definitely played an old casual deck with it, but I've never built Against the Odds or Budget Magic, but I definitely remember at one point having just a fun casual leveler deck that I played for a while. Alright, Darksteel Citadel and Chromatic Star. Pass turn. Swamp for our opponent. Yeah, if you ever want the cards in the deck, just do ! deck and you can get it. So let's Forest and Ancient Stirrings. We'll take a Acre Wellspring, I think. And pass turn. This hand's actually pretty good. Like, we're close to having the combo kill set up. We'll have to see what our opponent has. We didn't get got by Graveyard Hate yet. Yeah, Saffron Olive at mtggoldfish.com will go to me directly. Putting together a prison-type build of Master Wall of Omen's Wall of Denial. Ooh, that sounds sweet. I don't know about that poll. Plays Infect or buys standard packs and opens them. Neither one of those options seem good. Buying standard packs on Moto might be worse than playing Infect, actually. You might have finally done it, Jay Zoller, and found the one thing that's worse than than playing Infect. Scrap Trawler go. Well, something's got to be valuable from Amonkhet, T. Simmons. And it makes sense that Force of Will is going to be expensive. Like, the other inventions just aren't, or Masterpiece Series cards, Invocations, I guess, aren't actually very good. Or very valuable, for the most part. And the set doesn't look very valuable, so it doesn't surprise me that that's where a lot of the value is going. Yes, you finally figured it out, Jay Zoller. You got there. Do you have any pets besides pet fish? No. I don't even have pet fish. I'm just an expert on pet fish. Oh, come on. Nothing horrible this turn. That would be sweet. And then also land for Ironworks would be helpful. If we draw the land for Ironworks, we might be able to just combo next turn. Or Mox Opal would be even better. Yeah, there's really not a significant difference between... okay, Ingot Chewer. Yep, that's a good sideboard card. I played Seeker of Salvage Hedron Alignment in Standard. It's a Grixis Madness control shell. What do you think about Archfiend of Ifnir? Am I crazy? Or does it just hose vehicles if I live till turn 5? I mean, if you live to turn 5 and have some things to cycle, then yes. Then it would be very good against vehicles. The challenge is getting, I mean, I guess you gotta live till turn 6, basically. Because you gotta cast the Archfiend and then untap and start cycling stuff. Is our opponent also casting a Living End? Alright, they're cycling. I think if we draw a land, we still might be able to win. It's going to be close, but... Or our opponent has 2 Simian Spirit Guides. That's another option. Yeah, that's not ideal. Whew, boy! That's 2 Simian Spirit Guides. Wow, not doing much winning. Bacon Dragon, you almost got me. Alright, so we get back Chromatic Star. Well, I mean, all we can do is play stuff and hope we can combo off at some point. Ichor Wellspring, land please. Alright, there's a land. Play Ichor Wellspring. Pass the turn, and we basically just gotta try to win next turn. Assuming we don't die and nothing goes horribly wrong. Actually, someone mentioned Discord. There is now an MTG Goldfish Discord. So if you're looking for a place to hang out and chat about Magic and find games of budget Magic and so forth, check it out. It's actually pretty sweet. Here comes the beats. We're taking 16? No. You have this Cascades. Yup. Well, our opponent had that one too. Fair enough. That is Xaxes, if I'm counting correctly. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, the dream of a treasure chest is officially dead. Not happening tonight, boys and girls. Don't use Discord to encourage me to play Boggles and Infect. You could play Grape Shot. There's tons of different options of finishers in this deck. You could play Grape Shot. You could play... Discord is just like a chat service type thing. Just like a chat room, I guess, where you can just hang out and talk about whoever. Drop and play Momir. Well, maybe put your pull to use. Here's your chance, T-Many. Give us a pull, give us a pull. Do we finish out this match, or do we drop and do a match of Momir to end the stream? Yep, open the vaults, it is, I believe. Alright, so Darksteel Citadel, Mox Opal, Everflowing Chalice. It's your chance, T-Many. Your chance for a pull. Finish this match or finish with a match of Momir. Play our Ichor Wellspring. D-Many's time to shine. And it's a Terrarion. Alright, pass the turn. Minamo, so probably Merfolk, I would guess. Well, Sanctum of Ugin and Scrap Trawler. Does this actually keep track of who's winning the votes? What is Rurik Thar? Why is that an option? Lots of people are voting for it. We're playing Carrot Clan Ironworks with Scrap Trawler. There's a Silver Gill Adept. We're actually about a Ironworks away from just comboing off. Or another Scrap Trawler. Well, I guess we play that. Play an Ice Bridge. Play a Terrarion. Does this poll actually, like, keep track of what people are saying? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. MTG bot. 60 seconds left in the poll, says MTG bot. Ether Vial for our opponent. Still just need the Ironworks. Another Silver Gill. Oh, sweet. That actually is pretty cool. That's not an Ironworks. Well, I guess we can sack Terrarion, see if we draw something. We don't get anything back, though. This list does not play Hangerback. Emrakuls and Mere Battlespheres and Scrap Trawlers are the only, well, a Emrakul are the only creatures. We have a new subscriber, Amazing Horse 24. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I don't actually know what that poll means. Alright, hang on. Alright. Oh, well, thank you, Amazing Horse. Definitely appreciate the support. Alright, there's a straw poll. I guess you could play it with Hangerback Walker. I don't know, I didn't build the list. This is the most recent list that has won anything. So I've just tested it out, seeing how it works. But I could see Hangerback being good. Could definitely make a lot of Thopter tokens. No, you're good. You're good, D-Many. No, we're worse than that, Jay Zoller. I think we're 1 in 8. It feels like. No, I think it's actually 1 in 3. So much losing. No, having fun's a good thing. I just don't know what people were voting for. If they wanted to play, if I was supposed to stop this league or keep playing. Alright, it's pretty much way in favor of Momir. 72% for Momir. So we'll close with a game of Momir tonight. We'll call it good with the KCI eggs. Whew. Well, so what do we learn about KCI eggs?
I got my Spark Cash card from Capital One.
And I think that when it comes down to it, basically we fold to a lot of hate. The deck is pretty slow, so it's going to require getting fast at to really be good, because we definitely lost to Burn because we ran out of time, essentially. So I think that those were the two big lessons. The deck is powerful, and we got some turn 3 wins, which is something the deck can do, but you just... all the hate is good against it. Stony Silence, good. Ancient Grudge, good. Rest in Peace, good. Relic of Progenitus, good. Other cards that no one really plays, those are probably good as well. It's just, it scoops to a lot of hate, so... But it's interesting, it's different. If you like gold fishing combos and 20-minute turns, it's still an option and still a thing to play, so... My shipment of crazy cards almost arrived. Can't wait to build against the odds. Oh, awesome, Altered. That sounds fun. Alright, so what are we doing for Momir tonight? Well, we got Filthy Casual for life. Are you playing Filthy Casual? We have a new subscriber, CT Hurls again. Something like that. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. What time does the stream normally start? So usually start at 7 Eastern on Thursdays, or Tuesdays rather, and 6 Eastern on Thursdays. Alright, Filthy Casual, staying on top of the list. So, any non-Timothy person on the list want to play? You can leave Filthy at the top. I think Filthy just... I would feel bad dropping him to the bottom. We'll just pretend he's not at the top, but he can have his name there, like honorary top of the list. Alright, Aleros, number 11 on the list, and Timothy we just played, so alright Aleros, me and you for the game of Momir tonight. And wait, gotta pull up the Momir lay. Can't forget the Momir lay. Alright, it's Momir time. Can we see against odds Ether Revolt Tezzerats? Because I want to brew them, but really can't think of how to. Ooh, yeah, I would like to do that. I also really like Tezzerat. I think that's a good idea for an option. I know it was on the poll before, but no one ever voted for it. I just read that message, Squid Labs, about you having a cloaking device. I guess that's technically true, Aleros. Nicole Bolas, 2 months in a row, says egg rolls. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Alright, we'll keep. So let's play a mountain, pass the turn. Swamp for our opponent. Instamull. Never mull in Momir. That's the first rule of Momir. Thriving Rats. Alright. Energy Tribal so far. I think everyone's beating me at Momir. What decks for Standard Modern do you think get stronger with the release of Amonkhet? Return Falnax. I really like that card in Theros Limited. It's actually pretty good. I think it's too early to really tell. In Modern, things with Life in the Loam and maybe Living End. Ooh, whoa! Stronghold Assassin seems insane. Oh, repeatable removal. We do have to sack a creature, but sacking like Thriving Rats to kill a real creature seems like a good way to win in Momir. Our opponent will just get all black creatures and it'll do nothing. That's option B. Oh yeah, I remember that, Vincent. You did progenitus me. Should you buy a Momir token so you can beat me? You could. I would rather you lose to me, but if you want to, you can. I'm sure you would probably beat me. Do a Phage lock with someone. I've never got Phage either. Huh? I guess I wasn't thinking about how good that toad was. Well, sorry, Spirit of the Hearth. Time for you to die. Stronghold Assassin assassinates the flyer. Slaughterhorn Bouncer, no cards in hand. When it dies, give a creature -3/-3. That's kind of a combo since we can sack it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how busted do you think the new Bolas will be, having in mind they dedicated a card to him in a set he's not even in? So I think the new Bolas going to be very good. I think it's going to be like an 8 or something. But I also think it's going to be about 1,000,000 mana. So I think that'll naturally keep it in check. That it's going to be like Karn or Ugin, where it's super powerful, but you can't just play it in every deck because it's so expensive. Tetravis. Flying when it enters battlefield with 3 counters. Being your upkeep, you can remove a counter, any number of counters. Create that money colorless when flyers that have these creatures can't be enchanted. Being your upkeep, you can exile any number of tokens created with it, put those counters back on. Okay. I think I know what's happening. Oh man, our opponent, Wanderwine Prophets, extra turn spell, but needs Merfolk. How good would Rurik Thar be in our current standard? Probably unplayable-ish. I think you just die before you ever get to Rurik Thar is the problem. Yeah, we'll do this. Let's make some 1/1s. Good sacrifice fodder. And interesting looking. Tetravite tokens. We won't use the second ability. And that works very well with Stronghold Assassin. Oh! What are the odds? Tetravites and Triskelvites together at last. Only in Momir do things like this happen. Oh my god. Oh, that's okay, D-Betty. Well, we'll have to see what these tokens look like too. Pass the turn. Good in Chandler. Yeah, there's some bad cards in there, so I'm not surprised. Unfortunately, we can't trade the tokens back and forth, putting counters on things. Alright, let's kill the angel. Take our beads. I think the correct thing to do is... Alright, we're just going to make a 7. So play a land, make a 7, because I really want to see what this token looks like. We got to compare the Tetravites and Teravites. Oh, Ancient Hellkite's pretty good. So remove a counter. Triskelvite. Tetravite. Alright, then we get to kill this thing. Sacking Slaughterhorn Bouncer. Kill that thing. Whoa! This has been so good. Oh, we are absolutely destroying our opponent. And Ancient Hellkite's actually a very strong 7-drop. That also shoots down creatures. We're just like the removal deck of Momir. And our opponent, oh boy. Guardian of Vitsugazi. Not the savior in this situation. Yeah, we'll just keep doing that. Actually, yeah, we'll just keep doing this. Keep sacking our Tetravites to kill things. We probably shouldn't even play anything. I guess we could be sporting and make a 7. Let's do that. We could hit a Phage. I kind of want to hit Phage at this point because I've still never hit it. Oh, God. Or we hit Gasella and win. Oh, the anti-Phage. That's like the best. We did pretty well at 7. Ancient Hellkite and Gasella are pretty absurd at 7 mana in Momir. There's so many 2-drops. That's the problem with 2-drops, is there's just so many of them. Alright, Mountain, go. This is Momir, the randomest format in Magic. Basically, every turn, while you start 24 life, every turn you can discard a card and pay X mana, and you get a random creature of that converted mana cost. And your deck is all lands. Ephemerif Healer, prevented damage that would be dealt to a creature or player. It's actually pretty fun, at least in small doses. Oh no. Wirewood Elf. Manadorks, like the best thing you can get in Momir. So our opponent gets to start making 4-drops. It's roughly the equivalent of Hearthstone, I think. Scavenging Ghoul. Beginning of each end step, put a corpse counter on it. If a creature died, remove a corpse counter and regenerate it. Alright. Well, we get to make a 4-drop. Walking Dream. Can't be blocked. Doesn't untap during your untap step. If an opponent controls 2 or more creatures, how are we how are we supposed to keep that from happening in Momir? Ooh, opponent's on the waste plan. Spicy. Hey. Oh, yes. None of our creatures are tapped. Opponent's probably going to say no to that. I think the new Manadork is pretty good. I mean, it's 2 mana, so it's good for 2 mana Manadorks. It'll be interesting in Standard. I think so many decks play Energy that I think a decent amount of decks will still just play Servant of the Conduit, but I think it is a pretty strong card. I think Mono Gideon would be funny. I think I probably got to do that for against the odds. Just 3-drop Gideon, 4-drop Gideon, 5-drop Gideon. Problem is you can only have 1 on the battlefield at once, which makes it hard to actually win on that plan, but it seems like it'd be hilarious. Razor Golem. We're not getting very good creatures, but I guess our opponent really isn't either. Carnivorous Moss Beast. Menghao. Barbarian King. Oh boy. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Puts us down a land, puts our opponent up a land. Just Gideon.deck. You can't even use there's just no way to get around the Planeswalker legendary rule thing. There's no card that does that, I don't think. Alright, so I think we can block and prevent. Yeah. Alright. Well, land drop, go. Gotta skip a turn since we lost land. Mirror Gallery doesn't work though, because it's technically not the legendary rule. See ya, Bluster Butts. Have a good night. We'll be back on Tuesday with another one. Hey, Annihilator. This keeps getting worse. Alright, let's block, block, block. Get rid of the Primordial. Yeah, I guess we could just keep embleming. That's that's true. And plus, if we emblem the little one, how do we ever lose if we just play Gideon every turn? Alright, we get to make a 7. We need something really good here so we don't die to this. Okay. Casella again. We will not complain about that. That is really good. Man, Casella is an insane Magic card. I don't know why I never play this on Commander. This Commander Clash. This seems like this will close out games so quick. And it even keeps you from dying. It seems so good. Oh my lord. Alright, Casella versus the world. Oh, bring it. Bring it. Annihilator is going to be an issue. Opponent has 2 Eldrazi. Whoo! Come on. No attacks. Alright. We could use Hasty Flyer. We need like a Chroma, I think, and we just win. Not Hasty. Well, let's get in. I mean, our chance of winning is to somehow... I don't even know. Sack our lands and start making 4-drops and win with Gisela? Lord of the Pit makes that more challenging because it blocks. Alright, here they come. So much Annihilator. Oh, you're right. Walking Dream. Walking Dream can do it. Oh, it's gonna do it. Of all the ways to win, it's gonna be the unblockable Hill Giant Walking Dream. Oh my lord. Sack all of our lands. Block the big Eldrazi. Actually, we don't just win though, because of this Leash of the Pit. So we don't just win this next turn, but that might let us steal a win. Do we lose nothing? Okay. Away goes our Elder Dragon. We're back to making 3-drops. Alright, give us a good 3-drop deck. Okay, Wall of Air, that blocks things. Get in with Gisela. Opponent jumps. Oh man, our opponent's got to hit a flyer. We're actually going to win. Our league was not very good. This has been a rough week of our stream leagues. Neither league went very good this week. Oh. And hoofed? Are we hoofed to death? Okay. Wow. Walking Dream. Walking Dream with the win. Draken, 253. 6 months in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. And we snuck out the win. Wow. Yeah, I don't think that was lethal, because this was 5, 8, or 5, 4, 9. Yeah, it actually wasn't lethal. Good game, Aleros. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Mardu Vehicles plan. Good game, good game, good game, Aleros. You wouldn't have won even if you attacked there, I don't think, because of the Gisela. The Gisela was really the big issue there. So powerful. I think that's gonna have to wrap it up for tonight. So what do we... So we ended up with a sweet game of Momir, but a not super successful league. Maybe we'll play a Myriad Titan again. Commander Clash comes back on Friday/Saturday, depending on when Tomer gets it edited, which is the good news. So it'll be coming out this weekend. Inspiring statuary land destruction. That sounds pretty sweet. Well, anyway, everyone, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. So in the meantime, the MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube, where you can find all your old streams, including this stream in the future, and of course, the normal YouTube. What's up, Average Toaster? Good to see you, just as we're leaving. Richard's just taking a break. What's coming out tonight? Coming out tonight is the latest Goat Magic, actually. New Goat Magic coming out tonight on the YouTube channel, so don't miss that. And then we have the spoiler reviews. This week's Mucha Brew is Harvest Wave in Modern, which is pretty interesting. So, lots of interesting stuff coming out, but Goat Magic tonight. Of course, the merch page, where you can support the stream and the channel and the site. And, finally, new reminder, we also have a Discord now, so if you're looking for a place to hang out and talk Magic and spoilers and budget Magic and all that stuff, check out the Discord channel. We will get more this or that at some point. It probably won't be till next week, though. We've had a lot of content of spoilers and stuff lately, so it's kind of pushed back a little bit, but there will be another this or that Magic coming up with Tomer 2, so anyway, everyone, thanks for hanging out. I know our record wasn't good, but it was still fun, and we got some nice 20-minute combo turns. We might play Standard Gauntlet. We'd probably have to do it next Tuesday. I'll have to see. I'll have to try to test it out and see how it goes. But have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. You all are awesome. Definitely appreciate it. It was lots of fun. We will be back with a Tuesday with another one. In the meantime, check out the YouTube and all that stuff. Enjoy the Amonkhet spoilers and your weekend. And I will talk to you soon.